2023. Hi everyone, welcome to the Hunyah Show Queen to Queen. Today on the Hunyah Show, our guest is Miss Achievement Canada 2023, Lily. Lily is Miss Beagle World 2022, Miss Achievement Canada 2023, and Miss Calgary 2021, and Miss Cosmos Global 2021. Lily has several pageant titles, but is also an actress, nurse, and advocates for many different causes. Lily is now a national title holder as Miss Achievement Canada 2023, representing Canada at Miss Achievement 2003 pageant. Let's hear from Lily. Welcome, Lily.
Hi, Hunyah. Thank you so much for having me on your show. I'm really excited to be here today.
It's my pleasure to have you on my show, because I know like we competed together. You've also been a pageant judge in some of the pageants I competed in, so we have a whole lot of things to talk about. So let's get started. Okay. So Lily, my first question to you is, how did you get into pageantry?
So my daughter actually competed in Little Miss Calgary 2016, and it was her first time, and she won the title, and it completely changed her life. She started going to events as a representative of our city, Calgary, and she met so many local celebrities, dignitaries, and she was watching all of the other dignitaries giving speeches. So one day she just asked, "Hey, I have something to say. Can I give a speech too?" And she was only 6, and they said, "Yeah, sure, why not?" So our the one guy, Jay, and he ended up being a huge mentor for my daughter. He gave her her first public speaking opportunity, and from there she started public speaking, and actually she's been invited to Italy now in 2 weeks to speak for an education conference in Bologna. So this is the impact of pageantry. So I saw how it changed her life and all the gifts it brought to her. So in 2017, I decided to face my biggest fear ever, which was public speaking, and I signed up for a pageant. Honestly, all I wanted to do, I didn't care about winning or placing. I wanted just to have courage to step on the stage and not run away. So I was really proud of myself. And with every further pageant I've done, I've gained more confidence. I've been much better at public speaking, and it's brought just so much good to my life. I can't even explain. Like, actually right now, as we speak, my daughter's working on her presentation for Italy, and she is discussing and getting mentoring from another pageant girl who's a social worker. And so just the collaboration and the network, it brings so much.
That brings so much. That's how it overcame your fear of public speaking, and now where you are as a national title holder, which brings me to my next question. So Lily, you have several different title holder titles under your belt. So what is the difference between competing online and in-person pageants?
Well, for me, competing online was definitely less stressful. I was very scared of kind of being out there, having a huge audience watching me. So that was a really easy way to kind of ease into pageantry. And because, virtual, you're at home, you don't have a live audience watching you, and then you feel like, are they judging me? What do they think about me? And it's kind of your safe space at home too. And I feel that's a really good way to get into it, just to build your confidence and get more comfortable. But I love the live pageants because you meet all the girls in person, and there's just that excitement in the air, with hair and makeup and all the gowns, and just, it's like a buzz of excitement when you're live. Like, you can't even explain it. You just have to be there.
True, because I heard like the Miss Queen Alberta had a Met Gala theme recently, and
yeah,
it was like a party according to the pictures, the official pictures that came out. Like, I remember seeing those, because I remember like about a few months ago I was competing in the personality pageants, and I also interviewed a few of the personality pageant title holders were also on my show. So it's like, you're also a personality pageant judge that's on my show, so that's even more amazing. And then it's like, yeah, like there's a whole glitz and glam in there, and not only glitz and glam, but it's like there's so much fun in there, and dressing up and getting to meet people, taking group pictures. As compared to online, we have to just take the screenshot and
the Zoom
picture on Zoom. So that's where we are.
Yeah. But
And
definitely, like, starting out, like, if you are anxious or nervous, oh my gosh, online is such a gift. It's a really
true,
good way. It's less threatening, I think.
like personally, because of doing online pageants, I become confident because of that. Just like how you're talking about public speaking, I can relate to you on that. Like I feel like that as well. Like it helps you so much that now I'm able to go and give interviews. I'm able to speak better in front of people. I'm speaking with more confidence now that it shapes you. Like
Mhm.
overall, just pageantry.
Absolutely. And one thing I thought of today, like, my daughter, she's working on her speech for an event in Italy. And, it's a lot like actually the pageant platform. When she's going to go up and speak, she has, the introduction, why she's there, her goals, and it's actually very similar. So being involved in pageantry and having the platform and doing the interviews, it's really translates over and helps her in so many other areas. Like everyone, it's really, you really develop skills through pageantry. It's not just, I'm pretty, look at me, and
No, I
maybe that's
agree.
kind of a stereotype, but it really
Like
just gives so much.
I recently did a poetry competition last weekend, and I felt like it was just like being in a pageant because everyone had just like 5 minutes to go in there, and you have to do your poetry, and the person introduces you. Then the top ones they go. So I felt like the format was pretty simple. It's like overall any competition you go into is similar, right? It's like just because into
Totally.
pageants, then you see the similarities. And
Mhm.
Lily, which brings me to my third question: what advice would you give to someone who is new to pageants?
So, number one, be yourself. Don't try to be somebody else. People can tell, especially as a judge, I can tell when people are not being authentic or they're trying to be something else. And for me, as a judge, that's off putting. I want to see, authenticity. Also, I would say wear something that you feel really comfortable in, definitely, because if you wear something that you're uncomfortable in, even if it's beautiful, you are not going to look confident on the stage and you're going to look hesitant and unsure. So wear something you feel really comfortable in. I would say, make sure no matter what your size, it doesn't matter. Make sure everything fits properly, proper fits, not too big, not too small, really well fitting. It doesn't have to be expensive or what, but just fitting properly, no loose threads or stains on your outfits. Make sure your shoes match. That's like presentation wise. And, if you're really, really serious about it, I would say it's worth investing in a pageant coach, and a pageant coach who's familiar with the system that you're entering into, and also just really do your research. Like some pageants, have more focus on one area than another. Some may be more focused on interview, some more on community service, some more on evening gown. Really, I would say just look at what that pageant system is looking for. Do research, maybe speak to former title holders or delegates as well. And yeah, like pageant coach too, I think is a really good investment for sure.
I've noticed a lot, like in some of those big ones that have recently happened. I believe it was like Galaxy Canada, and then there was, I think, another one recently that happened. So it's like some of them they had like pageant coaches, and some of them they didn't. But it's like it's worth to give it a try, right? Because pageantry is made for everyone. Like it doesn't matter if you're short, thin, or whatever the scenario is. It's like it doesn't matter. There's like 7 divisions in most pageants. So that's a good thing about it. And okay, so Lily, my last question is: would you like to share your social media handles? Where can viewers find you and connect with you?
So on Instagram, I'm at Ms. Achievement Canada on Instagram, and then Facebook, Ms. Achievement Canada 2023. Or my personal accounts on Instagram, it's BlondvaBond, BlondvaBond. And those are what I use usually. So
okay, so everyone, to all the viewers, make sure you tune into Lily's like you connect Lily on Miss Achievement Canada 2023, and as well as the Instagram page, and for Lily's personals one, Blonde, I think it's like Blonde's BlondvaBond, right? So make sure you check it out.
BlondvaBond.
BlondvaBond. And be sure to tune into the next episode of the Hunyah Show and the Hunyah Travels, and be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.